Okay. Wait.
No, I'd say
Are we
3,
supposed to
2, 1.
synchronize it?
Yeah,
Okay.
or at least we're gonna try. So 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Is way up.
Okay. You know what? That's good enough. That's good.
Look,
enough.
so I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you're gonna answer it, just so you can like sync it up easier. What's
Yeah, that's good. Oh my God, you're taking over the podcast.
no. This is just for like the test. This doesn't start. The podcast
Yeah.
hasn't started yet, technically. Okay, so it's like
no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
it's like,
okay.
what's up, man?
I'm good.
Cool beans.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There you go.
Beans. I love beans.
Beans are pretty cool. All right, so you
Oh
might as
my
well
God.
start
Have
it
you ever-
off with your intro or whatever you want to do. But I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Fuck. Where did my intro go?
That's a good intro.
Okay. Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the Manpreet Show. Wait, fuck. No, what's our podcast called?
You don't even know what it's called.
God. Bro, this is so last minute. Oh my.
Didn't
God.
you asked me like a month ago?
Yeah, but I haven't done anything in between.
Why? Oh my God.
Okay. Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the Lovely Show podcast. Today we are interviewing. Wait, how do you pronounce your name? I've only seen it written down.
Zarkflappysheep.
Okay.
You got
Hello, lovelies, and today, Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the Lovely Show podcast. Today
What?
we'll be interviewing Zarkflappysheep. He is known for his famous Gumball animation and the Office parody that he did, though he's got a few hidden gems in his channel, like his Benny Worm sequel, which I personally liked.
Yeah, really? You watched that one?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, he's an animator. He does live action stuff on YouTube. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I try to keep my forms of content pretty varied. YouTube doesn't really like that, but I try, like, for example, in the past week, well, not this week, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, I did this whole event. Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so I was gone from YouTube for 6 months, which is an insane amount of time, but I was working on this big music video, this animated music video for this guy, and I wanted to come back with like a bang, you know. I didn't want to just like post a video and come back. So
Right.
I did a whole week. Like, I made a bunch of videos in advance, and then I did a whole week where I posted every single day. And in that week, I had, let's see exactly the numbers. Hold on a second. But like, I tried, like, the content itself is pretty unique from each other. You know what I mean? Like, here, let me show you.
Right.
So the content,
Yeah.
like, I posted. Let's see, it's loading. Sorry about that. I posted I posted 4 animations, including the like trailer for the event. I posted a short film. I posted 2 short animated skits. Actually 3.
Right.
And then I posted a 8-minute long video essay about a movie. So
Right.
I try to keep
So-
it like as varied as possible, you know.
Yeah, so you're like your YouTube channel is really like a man of many trades sort of YouTube channel, right?
Yes, that's what I like to. That's what I like to say. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I've got a list of questions to ask you. We'll go through them, and then afterwards we'll see if there's anything else we want to talk about. You go with that?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Okay. So the first question is obviously how old are you again? Because I often see a lot of comments on your YouTube channel about your age and things like that. How old are you exactly?
No one truly knows, but it's kind of a joke to me at this point. On every like social media platform that I make, because I was on TikTok, I'm on TikTok as well.
Right.
Everybody is always like dying to figure out something about me, like my real name, my age, my gender, stuff like that. And like on YouTube, it's been my age for the longest time. You can find it. It's not that hard to find it. It's in a video. It's like in an actual video where I say the year I was born.
Right.
But it's like, I guess it's like kind of an old, like it was last year. Not everybody's seen it, so it's like, you know, you got to be a true fan to know the age. So
you're sort of sending people on like a quest,
exactly,
like a duck hunt.
Yeah, and also I've set loose trails all over because I've said that I'm 20. I've said that I'm actually 12. I've said that I'm 84. Random places on the internet, so it's kind of hard to figure it out.
Are you 84?
I actually, I mean, I know that I've been trying to make it like a wild goose chase, but I actually am 84.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was actually born
I always
in.
suspected that.
Yeah, well, I like, after going through like the Industrial Revolution, I kind of like, I feel like I kind of accustomed myself to the internet in a way.
Right, the Industrial Revolution that happened almost like 200 years ago. You were there for that.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
Yeah. Right. So next question. How did you get into animation on YouTube, and what were your biggest influences? Because one thing I've noticed about a lot of your animations is they are sort of like reminiscent of a lot of Newgrounds animators. Is that? Would you agree with that connection?
I definitely like intentionally or not. I know I've been influenced by people like Ego Raptor and
Right.
but not too many. Like Ego Raptor is a big one. Like I used to be obsessed with him when I was a kid, and I honestly can't think of that many off the top of my head. I'm sure there's others that I watched, but I like one of my one of my biggest influences, and it's like such a weird channel, is Speedaru. I don't know if you've heard of him. But he is also he's on Newgrounds as well, but like he's also very active, like not very active, but like he has like I don't know, I think like almost 900,000 subs on YouTube, so he's got a pretty big channel. But it still seems like he's almost like underground, even though he has that many subs, and it's because like he only posts like once a year, and these animations are like always amazing. Like I can never like they're so great. Like
Right.
I used to like just watch like me and my friends had all these inside jokes just like based on his videos, just because they were like all like classics the moment they come out. You know what I mean? So I think that I was definitely influenced by him, in a lot of ways. I can't say my animation is as good as him, but I was probably influenced. I also one of my other favorite animators on YouTube is Worth the Kids, which I'm not actually influenced artistically, which people are like.
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
know.
I love Worth It Kids. I
Worth the
love
Kids
that
is
guy.
great,
Holy
but
shit. Yeah.
have you seen the Joker video?
The Joker one? No, I fucking love his burger series though.
No,
Holy
no,
shit.
my Joker video.
Oh, yeah, I fucking love that one.
All right, yeah.
The one where.
So a million people are saying about that one and also my monkey video. They're all saying that it looks just like Worth the Kids, and I could not agree like less. Like
Right.
I don't think that like first of all Worth the Kids uses 3D modeling for his art style, and also like I just think we have totally different characters. Like I don't see any resemblance. Like of course I love him and I've been watching him for years, and he's probably one of my favorite animators on YouTube. But like I'm definitely not artistically influenced by him, and I don't see how people see that.
I guess he just has like a very like general YouTube animation style that's just sort of reminiscent of everybody. Or
Exactly.
something like that.
It's like
Yeah.
people have said that, and also Jack Stober, which is even less like what are you talking about? Like
I don't
it's like
see that
it's like people
connection at
see
all.
an animation on YouTube and immediately their mind goes to like one of three animators that they know, and they just say like this looks
Right,
like that,
right.
and that's it.
Right, yeah.
But
Yeah, that's true.
I was like I've been watching animators for a long time, so I was definitely that probably pushed me in the direction. But I started off my YouTube channel did not start off with animations. I started off with like all these weird terrible skits and live action stuff when I was because I think I started in what was it? It was either 8th grade or 9th grade. It must have been 8th grade. But it was like I just started off humble beginnings. I made a bunch of videos, and I had this weird. I feel like back then somehow I was less myself than I am now, because like I was so influenced by like like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and all those people. So I had this
Right,
weird
right.
like YouTube persona that I would use. So I'd be like, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" Like I would talk like that. So it was very interesting because I was a fucking 8th grader, so I was like this baby talking like that, and it was very strange. But I graduated eventually. I because I took an animation class at my school, and
Right.
it surprisingly that class taught me like absolutely nothing. But it must have like I know that I started animation before then because I got this weird Flipnote Studio on my computer. It was like the most primitive caveman animation software you've ever seen, and it was like you couldn't. There was no layers. There was no nothing. Like it was awful. But I tried my best to make it work, and I went on from there, and I was working on like just stuff in general. You can find like I have all of my animations that I've ever made on my YouTube channel.
Right.
You can find
you've never taken a video down?
No, I haven't. I think I took
Really?
I took like maybe like 2 of the old videos down just because I thought they were just like terrible videos.
Right. Oh
But
my
like
God.
all the videos of me like way younger, which usually people my age would probably be really embarrassed about that. Of course I'm embarrassed, but like I think it's good to show how you started.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like most content creators, I've met usually just like, they just delete it.
Right.
Because they're just too embarrassed. Yeah, their early stuff.
Even
I've done that.
Even if I wanted to get rid of stuff, I feel like I would never delete it. Like I don't know why they would like delete stuff because you can literally just private it and you can still have access, but no one can see it.
Yeah.
Because like I know YouTubers who like really regret deleting their old videos because they just like full on delete it forever, and it's like what, you can just private it.
Yeah.
But I started off like that, and then I slowly went into animation, and then I took this animation class, and I was like, oh man, now that I'm gonna do it for school, now that I'm actually have a purpose and like I'm gonna get a grade, maybe I can do like a really cool frame by frame animation because I was already kind of into that stuff. And then he only allowed me to use motion tweens, which if you don't know what that is, that's just sliding a drawing across the screen. So he didn't even let me use frame by frame animation, which I was already kind of skilled in. So
your teacher?
Yeah. So I made this amazing short film called Swordmaster, and it looked like absolute garbage, and you can find it on YouTube.
My God.
Yeah. But it looks terrible. But the sad thing to me is that I know it could have looked awesome if he had just allowed me to use frame by frame, because you'll see it literally just looks like I'm playing with puppets basically, because I'm just sliding JPEGs of characters across the screen because I didn't have an option.
Right.
And I was like, dude.
Wait.
And like my first idea for it, I think I still have like the freaking character sheets somewhere in my room, but like I had this whole idea for it, and I was like, man, this is gonna look so cool. I want to like, because I was inspired by all these short animations on YouTube that I've seen. Which there are like, this is a really surprising amount of cool little short animated things that definitely influenced me in a way. But they're like these really small, like some of them only have like 20,000 views. But I wanted to make something like that, and I just didn't really have the opportunity. But after that, I kind of continued on. I just kept developing my skills, and I think I improved at least a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'd say your animation skills are pretty good. Your Joker video was honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm getting like more people who, because my It Gave Birth video, the Gumball one, that like blew up absolute hell.
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, I think it's like about to reach like 19 million or something. Like Jesus Christ.
Isn't it at 65 million already? I might be wrong.
65? No. Oh my God.
It's been a while.
But it's
no. I'm searching it up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
Gave birth. I swear it's 65. I might be way off.
65.
No, it's 18.
Yes.
It's 8 million. Okay, the other it gave birth to is like 6.7 million. Okay.
Yeah, it's 18 million, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 18 million. Well, that's still huge. Of course.
But dude, 1 million is huge. It's ginormous. You kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I'm not like that video. I'm proud of that video. I think that video is pretty well animated. But that just like spawned in the absolute worst fan base you could ever imagine. Like I'm pretty sure these kids are like 7. Like it's awful.
Do you
and
hate your fan base? Is this what you're admitting on air?
Yeah, I hate my fan base. No, like of course I appreciate people subscribing. That's great.
Right.
But I make like these videos that are definitely not aimed at little babies.
Right.
So it's kind of
oh my God,
it was depressing for a while, honestly, because like I would just like check comments and all of it's just like it gave birth, like just random garbage like that, and like it just didn't stop for a while. Thankfully, it's died down a little bit. Like I'm fine. I'm cool with 18 million views. I don't need it to go up anymore. But that spawned in like most of my fan base, which is kind of sad. Because that's not really the people, like, I'm pretty sure everybody who subscribed from that was like, oh, this is like a meme. Like, this is a meme channel. Like, that's not really what my channel is at all,
Well, what is your channel to you?
To me?
Going off of that, yeah.
What do you mean?
What is your channel about?
Like about?
Like, what to you, what is the aim of your channel? Like the type of content that you want to push out?
Right. Well, as I said before, I want it to be varied. So I never want to stick to one thing. But sadly,
Right.
as I said, YouTube doesn't like really promote creators like that. So it's like my animations are usually the only videos that actually do really well, even though I put a shit ton of effort into everything else as well. So it's like people come in from the animations, and then they don't understand like what the channel is, and then they're like, I'd rather, and then they don't watch like the other videos that I make because they're not animations.
Right.
And I would much rather have a smaller fan base who are more actually like appreciative of the content I make, because if I have 100,000 people subscribed and I get like 5,000 views on every video, I honestly that's just not that good. Like I would rather have 5,000 if I'm gonna get 5,000 views. You know what I mean? And I know that's not really how YouTube works, but like I would much rather a fan base who actually appreciates everything that I make. And I know for a fact that the people who subscribe from It Gave Birth or subscribe only want like meme videos.
Right. So it almost sounds like you sort of regret the success of
somewhat, yeah.
It Gave Birth.
Right? A little bit, yes. Obviously I'm very happy about it, but like it's strange because with the Joker video, thankfully, I think that's actually gaining in. I was gonna say I think it's gaining in some better people because I'm as you might know, I just hit 100,000 subscribers.
Oh my god! Wow.
You should add in like an applause right there when I say that.
I'm not editing this. I'm just exporting it. I'm not putting it.
But like I just hit 100,000, so that's amazing. And but I'm glad because I think I'm getting a lot of subs from this Joker animation, and I think it's great because one, it's aimed at an audience who is not 7, and it's I think it's a bit funnier than the It Gave Birth one, if I'm being honest. I didn't make the audio, but I actually I like even with the It Gave Birth one, I try to like put my spin on the audio. So if you go and like watch the original, like I put the link in the description, but like if you watch the original, you'll notice that the timing is all different and like the ending is different and stuff like that. Because like on the It Gave Birth one, I animated it like differently from the actual video, and then I added my own like the wood plank falling on the floor and stuff like that, and I added all that stuff in. So if I ever animate over audio, like chances are I'm gonna always want to add like editing to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want like the original raw form. You gotta edit it around your storyline or whatever.
Right, exactly. On the Joker one, it's very subtle, but just not just the timing and the ending, but like also I added like the creaking of his chair when he hits the little phone. You hear a little like click and like stuff like that. Just little stuff. But I think it totally adds to it, and I think that that's what I'd rather make than just like completely stealing audio. But like I think that people, because I'm getting a lot of comments that are like actually appreciating the other content. I'm also getting comments that are appreciating the animation, which I love because people are pointing out like little details that I added, and I'm happy that people are actually pointing it out. But people are coming over to my other videos and they're like, wow, this channel is like a gold mine. There's so much different content here, and I'm just glad that there's people coming over from that who are a bit more appreciative of the content that I make.
Right. Well, good on you. That sounds great, honestly.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. One of the biggest fears that most of us content creators have is that like our family and friends discover our videos. Is your family aware of your videos, and how do they feel about them?
They are aware. Sometimes I wish they were not. They don't watch. Chances are they don't watch any video unless I tell them that I posted it. And it used to be like when I first started, because I was a little boy. I had to ask them before I posted a video because they were like, "Oh, the internet is such a dangerous place," so I couldn't like make whatever I wanted and post it.
You can upload when you're 13, can't you?
No, you can, but like as a rule in the household, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like that was that whole thing, and eventually that kind of just faded out, thank God. Because like I'm sure they would not appreciate my my more edgy content. But they are aware of my YouTube channel. They are very aware of it, and they're very aware of my videos. They're also they also passed away because I'm 85, so they passed away a few years ago.
They must have passed away. Yeah.
It was a while ago, but they're still cool.
Right. Right. Did they pass away in the Industrial Revolution or like what?
They actually passed away in the Cold War.
The Cold War. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They were both partnered up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Damn.
Did someone at your door?
Yeah, shit. I don't know. My brother can get it. Whatever.
But yeah, I like they are aware, but I just like, if I don't want them to see a video, I just don't tell them about it, and they just, they don't really check my channel, so it works out pretty well.
Damn, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I was that lucky.
Yeah, like I'm starting to like do you know Super Mega?
Yeah, I'm aware of them.
Yeah, okay. So they made this whole song that I think is an absolute banger, but I wanted to make this music video to a song called No Nut November, and as we all know, that's a very funny topic, but not so funny to parents, I assume. So I want to make like a whole like animated thing for that. But I guess like I just like wouldn't tell them. Like I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I know that like at least from what I can tell, they just don't really watch videos unless I tell them that I posted.
Yeah.
So it should be fine.
True. Yeah, my family's the same way. Like I'm very blessed to be in a family of like fucking boomers or like technologically boomers. Whatever. They don't know how to access YouTube or whatever. So.
Yeah. My mom is getting a bit more tech savvy lately. Like she can like look at my grades online. Jesus Christ.
Grades, holy shit! Wait, you're still going to school? I thought you were 84.
I'm actually doing. I'm in college, so.
Unless you've been lying about being 84.
No, I'm finishing up college. Before I
Right.
go away. Before I pass.
Okay. just one final.
Fun one. One last fun-filled year.
Let's see. What's my next question? Okay, this one's kind of stupid, but I'll give it. A lot of your humor on your channel does revolve around sort of like self-depreciating comedy. For example, that one video you did where like the Spectre sees you and all that. So is there any content? Will you ever branch out of that? Like, is there any content creator that you hate so much that you'll make a takedown video of them, or will you just sort of stick to like self-depreciating humor?
Well,
things like that?
I don't think. I mean, I made that one joke, but like, I don't think my entire channel is based on that. But I do know. I assume I've done a few of that in the past. And I think it's funny every once in a while. But there are definitely some content creators that I might lash out at least once. Like,
which ones?
Jesus Christ. For example, Oni Plays, which is a very, very, very like appreciated animator on YouTube, which I don't understand how he's still so admired by like everybody.
Wow, holy shit. This is a hot take. Hold on. Oni G,
bro. The
animator?
I know. I used to be such a big fan.
Really?
Yeah, you want to hear why?
No, okay, yeah, go ahead.
So, I used to watch his videos all the time. Like, I was obsessed with this guy. Like, I used to watch like his live action skits, his animations. I thought he was hilarious. Turns out he's a little piece of scum on the side of a boat because he constantly like is like ableist, he's racist, he's homophobic in many ways, and like I know that like a lot of ways can be quote unquote like dubbed by his community as like just funny jokes, but then sometimes they go from jokes to just like being a dickhead, because like he says like I'm not gonna say the F slur on here, but he says that all the time, and I know that his his friends are gay, but like you just shouldn't really say that on the internet, man, especially if you're straight, and he's made like very ableist comments in the past. For example, like if you don't know what kiwi farms are like these basically like concentration camps for people with autism, and they like try to snuff them down and not let them be creative. And he was joking around with his friends about it, and he was like, yeah, they translate the autism for us to enjoy. And I was like, ugh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's awful. It's like I did a lot of research the other day, and I was like, it got to the point where I was like, because I knew he was bad, but I needed like a lot of evidence, you know? Like, I didn't... Because
Right.
I was so confused. Because
Definitive.
so many people... Like, there's so many fucking Oni animations. So many animators that I admire animate his bits. And I'm like, do you guys just not know? Like, what's going on here? And I hope they don't know. Because if they did, I would... You know, they would be fucked up. But, like, you know, it's so insane how many people just, like, just don't know about that stuff. Or don't care, you know?
Right.
He would if there was someone I would lash out at, it would probably be him, because he is one of those creators who I admired and I was probably very inspired by when I started off YouTube. So it's sad to know that, and it seems like he's just like stuck in the old edgy Newground days where you say bad stuff to be funny, and he's just a big old baby. So yeah, that would probably be someone who I would want to abuse mentally. But otherwise,
Anybody else?
I I like to think my comedy is pretty varied as well as my videos, but like, you know,
Right.
I don't think all my jokes are just self-deprecating.
Right. But you do some.
Yeah, every once in a while, yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. But yeah, he would probably like him, and like I'm thankful that like I wasn't like big fans of like JonTron and you know what's his name, Carson, because like. That must have been...
Call me Carson. Oh my god,
yeah,
that canceling hurt
sucked
me.
for people.
That hurt me.
Yeah. I was never a fan of him, so I never really got connected.
I was almost in tears when I heard it. Oh my god, it sucks so much.
But yeah, so you know the feeling. It's like, you
Yeah.
know, this content creator that you've been watching for years is like suddenly turns out to be a terrible person. You're like, oh.
Terrible. Ugh. Yeah, it's just like horrible. Yeah. Well, you heard it first. Zarkflappysheep has canceled Oni G Plays.
Yeah, he's canceled now, officially.
It all began here.
Right
yeah.
here.
Right here.
Whenever this comes out in like a week, podcast talk.
A week, maybe a month.
Month? Oh my god.
We got a big backlog. We got a backlog of videos.
Oh, I thought this was the first episode.
Of the podcast, yeah, we do other types of videos.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there's not too many. I know that, for example, like I know that Ego Raptor, Aaron Hansen, he definitely said some messed up stuff in the past, and he was, you know, messed up. But it was like, you know, that was that time period. That was like an edgy 2010 to 2015 time period.
He's
where you
grown
could,
as a person.
I think he's definitely grown, but like he's also, one thing that rubs, like he's definitely like nowhere near as bad as he was, but like one thing that rubs me the wrong way is his hypocritical nature to the way he used to be. Like there's clips of him like talking to Dan. They were like talking, and Dan like mentioned some like rock singer from the 90s who like just dropped N-bombs in his songs, and he was white, and you know, and Aaron was like, that seems kind of weird to just say that, and like there are so many clips of Aaron saying the N-word like right there in the video, just from like 5 years earlier, like no less, like not 30. So it's, you know, it's like he's owned up to it, but like it seems like mentally he seems like he's kind of like has a blockade, or he's just trying to like cover it up. So obviously it's bad. Like
to be honest, I think he's just forgotten. He
I don't think he forgot. There was that whole. Did you see that whole? Like for example, he edited out a lot of the N-words from his older animations. Like he literally edited them out of the video.
Right.
And also there was that whole thing on Twitter where he was apologizing. Like there was a big thing. But I think what's going on with Aaron, like I think that like he's become almost like this like strange creature, I guess, because like there was that whole like dispute with Senor Pello. Did you hear about that?
No, I'm in the dark about this. Explain it to anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah, so Senor Pello, you know, this YouTube animator that I love, he made this funny animation that was kind of parodying Storytime animators on YouTube, and it was all good fun. It was, you know, he was just poking fun at it. And Aaron came out of nowhere on Twitter and like criticized him for bullying. And he was like, whoa, that was nowhere near what I was trying to do. I mean, you know, obviously it's like making fun of them, but like, you know, it's just like a funny goof. And Aaron was like, no, like this is all, like I've had this happen to me before. It's such a toxic culture. And everybody got really mad at Aaron because he was just being like overreacting. And it seems like he has kind of a disconnect from how internet is nowadays. And like, he's not as much of like the internet wizard, like genius that he used to be, it seems.
Damn.
But he's still. I mean,
Ego Raptor has been canceled by Zarkflappysheep too. You heard it.
I still like their content every once in a while. I definitely don't watch Game Grumps as much. But I still
their content is gone.
I can still appreciate that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the old stuff, like for like the edgy, bad word drops from, way earlier on YouTube. I can let that stuff slide because like that's kind of how things were. Like
yeah, it was a different time.
It's like it's like it's like canceling someone for saying something in a time period where socially that was acceptable. So it's like it's not really as big of a deal to me. But it's more like with Oni, like all of his stuff is like recent, and I'm like, ugh, God.
Yeah, your problem is like he continues to do it,
and he hasn't gone past that point. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And like it's sad. It's like I'm glad because like it seems like they're not friends anymore. I don't know what his take on it is because I love Super Mega. I'm pretty sure I've said Super Mega like 3 times in this podcast.
You've mentioned it quite a bit, yeah.
But like I love Super Mega. I love Matt and Ryan, who are the 2 guys who run it, and I like they used to be really good friends with Oni and like that whole crew, but that was like 2016. So like I hope that Matt has realized what a piece of shit he is. But I have it's like they don't make content together at all anymore. Don't even seem to interact. So I assume they're just not in contact. I hope not,
right.
Because it's like, if you know someone who's like, I don't know, like a raging pedophile, and your friend is just friends with them, like you're gonna lose some respect for the friend.
Well, I wouldn't say like ableism and homophobia.
No, it is overblown. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if someone's really
wrong,
bad and someone's friends with that person, then yeah.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's so I don't know. That's like it's like such a weird thing on YouTube. Like it's like every like YouTube animator is like either extremely blind to it or doesn't care, and it's kind of disturbing to me. Because there's so many like famous Oni animations. Like I mean I personally I love some of the Oni animations. Like I think they're funny, I think they're great, and I can appreciate content when it doesn't intertwine with a person's beliefs. But like I feel like when you're a Let's Player, like you can't. It's very difficult to separate your beliefs with your content because it's literally just you talking.
Yeah, it's just a stream of consciousness.
Exactly. So it's like
video is.
It's like I can't really appreciate like stuff like that. Like I can appreciate things created by terrible people if the thing itself is good.
Right.
But I can't appreciate it if like they're so intertwined with it,
Yeah. Well, I understand that. Yeah. Honestly, it seems like a lot of these YouTubers are sort of protected by like the cancel culture kind of movement that's going on.
Right.
Yeah, because like. So many people online are just like so anti-cancel culture that they're just willing to overlook like horrible things from a lot of these guys.
That's true, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're so against this one thing, so you just like you're blind to another.
Yeah, you're blind to like all these. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I hold on. Let me think what I was gonna say. Like
go ahead.
It's like it's. What the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, that's right. So I really loved Oni and like I loved what's his name, Psychic Pebbles, but
right.
Like they did like a freaking whole ass podcast with like Shadman, and they're totally best buds with Shadbase.
Oh my god!
And that
really?
guy is a piece of shit who draws lollies.
He is.
And like
he is.
It's like they're friends with that guy. And they're also and like people are friends with them. It's like this whole thing of like friends with, and it's like, oh god, like they're telling like funny stories about Shadman. It's like, fuck you, okay? Shadman is a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the only like OG animator that I don't think has had any big controversy is like Ross O'Donovan.
Yeah, Ross is like the most probably the most acceptable guy by newer culture.
Yeah. Yeah, like the most wholesome Newgrounds animator.
Yeah, he's cool. I like personally like I didn't like I think he's great and all, but like I was never like a huge fan of his content. But I think that no matter what you say, like this guy is kind of a legend at this point.
Yeah, you gotta love Ross, honestly.
Yeah, he's awesome. I watch his Minecraft streams like every once in a while. He's very cool. I'm so glad that I grew up. Like I'm glad that I started YouTube when I did. Like obviously I didn't really have a choice because I'm a bit younger than all the 90-year-olds. But like,
Right.
I'm glad that I did because chances are if I was like in the same era as those guys, I would have probably said some fucked up shit. Because that my brain would probably just be like accustomed to that kind of humor on YouTube.
Well, weren't you in middle school? People say like really fucked up shit in
Oh
middle
yeah,
school.
I know, but like thank God, like I was surrounded by like parents and like people who knew that it was fucked up and told me that it was fucked up.
Right.
So
Okay.
like I don't have to like most people like a lot of people have like skeletons in their closet that they worry about all the time when they're like going to be exposed. But I don't have anything. Like I honestly like
Right.
I cannot think of a single thing that is online or anywhere honestly like that I could be quote unquote like exposed about. Like there's nothing I can think
Right.
of. And I'm sure this is I bet this this clip is going to be taken out of context in like 3 years and someone's going to expose me for something. But like, I can't think of anything. I'm very thankful for that because I'm glad that I grew up when I did, and now I can be a creator with kind of no weight on my shoulders.
This statement will be like very ironic, like 10 years later.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
when Zarkflappysheep is like trending on Twitter or whatever,
Yeah.
Zarkflappysheep is over party or whatever.
So someone makes like an edit of me saying like, I don't have anything that I can be canceled for. But like I think I'm very lucky to not have anything to worry about.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, canceling is like a very big trendy thing right now, but I don't think it's ever gonna go away.
I think it's dying down a little bit. I think people are starting to realize the flaws in
might.
cancel culture. Thankfully,
it is dying, but I don't think like
it'll probably not go away for a while.
Yeah, especially since like society's ideas have changed so much about all these terms, ableism, phobia,
society.
Oh my god.
No, but yeah,
the one we live in.
I think we're in a very strange point in society right now. Because we're at the point where a lot of it is totally accepting of everybody, and a lot of it is totally not accepting of everybody, and they're very
honestly,
different. I know that that's always kind of been how it has been. But like right now it seems like it's a weird point where they're almost mixed because like a lot of people who are seem like terrible people. Some of them have like actually good opinions on a few things. They're very open about that. So like. It's a weird moment right now where it seems like some people are turning, and it seems like we're entering a new generation of people, obviously, because we are. And like those people are, being influenced by other people, and it's just like a very strange point right now, I think.
Yeah. Well, if you ask me, it's like basically like the standard of what is acceptable has like increased to like include like all of these different groups and not like allow like bigotry against all these different groups, but like a lot of people just haven't caught on.
Right. There's
a
lot of like little. That's another thing. Like the era of like YouTube has like changed so much, and I think that good content is kind of maybe coming back, but like I don't really pay attention to the trending page. So
I don't know. YouTube is
I don't pay attention.
The
to
babies have you ruined YouTube. Babies have you ruined.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't really pay attention to the trending page. Because why would I pay attention to the trending page? But like,
my god, it's so horrible.
It seems like, I mean, from what I can see, so I guess I wouldn't really know, but like, it seems like it's kind of coming back. Like like good content is getting a bit more, pushed out by YouTube. But it seems like a lot of little babies are growing up on these awful people, like terrible people. Just Jake Paul, fucking guava juice. Like the most obnoxious people you could ever see in your life. And
Guava Juice is annoying, but I wouldn't really say he's bad. Like
he's not a bad person, but like he's bad in the way that just like he's fucking like melting these kids' minds before they can even speak.
That is very true. Well, actually, you know what? The way he depicts women is kind of gross.
Yeah, I haven't watched his videos a lot. It's probably true. But like. It's like all that kind of like that terrible like screaming like hey what's up guys like it's so loud and like obnoxious and it's just like terrible content for these kids and then these awful parents like just give them like a huge fucking iPad and let them go at it all day and it's just like I have no idea what the generation the generation of kids that grew up with a huge iPad in their face for 7 years before they could even like function fully. like, I wonder how the fuck they're gonna look as adults, because I'm sure it's gonna be awful.
Probably not well. I mean, honestly, they're probably gonna have a lot of like impulse control problems.
Also, yeah, like mental issues,
yeah.
I'm sure is gonna be a huge thing,
Yeah.
because, also a lot of these kids are like part of these awful like vlogging families, and like it's
yeah.
like such like a weird like gross thing going
Those
on.
fucking vlogging families, I swear to God, they basically have this philosophy of like the therapy bills will pay themselves, like
Yeah.
like they squeeze all the money they can out of their kids, but then like it's just like you're not raising your kids. You're
It's
just
awful,
turning them
yeah.
into content.
Like, dude, the other day I was walking along my street, and like there was these two parents and their kid who was like, I don't know, maybe like not, it couldn't be older than 10.
Oh, what street is that, by the way? And can we get a zip code?
But like they were walking along, the kid was on like this fucking huge like iPhone 11 or whatever,
Right.
and they were talking, like the parents were talking, and the kid was just like walking. They were walking slowly so the kid could walk. The kid was just fucking staring at this phone, just not looking at anything else, walking around. The kid falls. The kid trips because he's looking at the stupid phone. And what the parents do just shows you exactly what I've been talking about. They, you would think they're, it's their kid. They're going to help the kid up. No.
Right.
They're not going to help the kid up. They're going to say, get up. You can't be looking at your phone all the time. So what they have done is they have given a child a phone. They've given a child a huge piece of technology in their little stubby fingers. And then they say that you can't, like, they think that the kid has like impulse control to not look at the phone. Like, what the hell do you expect when you give a kid that? And then you don't even help him off the floor. He just tripped. And like they're just staring at him awkwardly, like standing there. He's like, get up. It's like, you can do it. Like, your kid isn't even old enough to like speak. Take the phone away. What is wrong with you?
Oh, well, how old was he?
Dude, I'm not even like maybe 6.
Like estimating, yeah.
Maybe 6.
No, okay.
It's awful. Like he was waddling
yeah,
down the
it's
street
awful.
on the phone.
Oh yeah, and also, honestly, like a lot of these kids are getting like really bad ideas from these like really like rich peddlers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to describe them, like Mr. Beast and whatever.
Yeah, like they're
I
thinking
don't-
like
I don't-
that's what they want to be when they grow up,
Yeah, they want to be like YouTubers to get like ballin' money and like Ferraris, and it's just like, kid, it's probably not going to happen.
It's not. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen, and also that's a terrible goal. Like
that is.
it's like
that is,
I'm so like I'm so intrigued on like how these huge blowout YouTubers are going to look in like, I don't know, 20 years, because like for obviously you can't do that forever, and obviously like you're going to be so ashamed if you have any like mental capacity for anything anymore. You're going to be so ashamed of like everything you've done. Because
no, actually, I disagree. They're going to be popular forever because there's always going to be kids on YouTube. There's always going to be parents handing their like phones, or they're always going to be relevant.
I don't mean like the type of content. I know that's probably going to be around forever. I mean like the physical YouTubers. Like when they get older, like they're going to realize that their entire life was like probably spent like scamming little kids and making the shitty content to blow out and make a bunch of money. And obviously, oh wow, you made so much money. You were so successful. But what the fuck do you have to show for it? You think you can go around and like show your friend, show your grandkids like, yes, I made this video where we put a bunch of Orbeez on a trampoline. Like, it's not going to be something you can be proud of, and it's going to be very sad.
Right. Yeah. Also, I think you're right. But I also think like they just don't have like a moral backbone to begin with.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be if they're like peddling out this kind of content towards kids.
That's true. Yeah. So I don't even know, but like, if you had any kind of, sympathy, you would be ashamed of yourself when you're older, because it's just awful.
Especially like, have you fucking seen like some of these channels do like horny baiting for kids?
Yes, it's awful, dude. Fucking
it is.
Among Us horny videos, like it's terrible. And also, all the live action stuff, like kissing challenge with like who like. First of all, little kids are probably wanking their chains to that thing, and like that's probably something that you probably know it, and you're probably doing it because they love it so much. Like it's awful.
It's softcore. It's porn for kids who haven't discovered Pornhub.
Exactly. It's like like porn for little kids. All they have to look up is like 2-girl kissing on YouTube. Like it's something that's so like toxic for their brains, and I'm just like. Dude, it's like it's been progressively getting worse for kids growing up on the internet, I think.
It has. Honestly, like, say what you will about like traditional cable or television, at least it had like wholesome family content.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I never even watched TV when I was a kid, really. But like I grew up on like cartoons and stuff. Like thankfully, I wasn't like
Yeah.
watching someone like Jake Paul do garbage and like I like the
Mr.
only
Beast give
YouTuber.
away like $1 million or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the only YouTuber that ever came close to being like to like quote unquote raising me, which it's not that close, is Jacksepticeye, I guess. Like that was the only guy who like I told my parents about when I was like talking about him, you know. So it was like I guess he had like I was pretty young, so. But like he didn't have that much of an effect on me, thankfully, and also he's not that bad. Like he's like very wholesome YouTuber, so it's like he like that kind of person I think is okay to grow up on, at least at a certain point. But like these people are just like so terrible. Like they're just legitimately terrible people. And like like morally or not, like they're doing shitty things. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just depressing when you think about
Especially the family vloggers, like, fuck you.
it. Yeah, I hate them so
Fuck you.
much.
Raise your kid. Put down the camera and raise your kid.
I know,
God
it's
damn.
awful. Like I'm sure there's gonna be like a million lawsuits like over the kids like suing their parents when they grow up for like abuse because they're literally like controlling their entire life.
I mean, like, we already know, like, how fucked up Hollywood is to, like, child actors.
It's probably a
like,
million times worse here.
It is, yeah. Because this is your own parents doing it now.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
And like I feel like everything in your life would be so fake and like acted out by your parents is just like so terrible, man.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next question.
All right.
So you've been very open about your bisexuality on your YouTube channel. And how has your experience been as like openly bisexual on YouTube? Do you get any hate comments, and if so, like how do you deal with them?
I don't actually. Thankfully, I don't actually have any big experiences with hate comments and stuff like that.
Right.
My fan base was created by these pretty like cringe.
Well, how do the 7-year-olds react? You know.
Well, I don't think they did because they don't have the capacity to.
Right.
Like they probably I'm pretty sure like all those subs I got like subscribed and then fucking left.
Right.
So it's like I made like you probably saw like the gay video and all that. So like I've been pretty like it's not like my focus, but like people know about it if you've seen my content. So it's like I'm pretty sure the fans that can be accumulated from my content, like from the content that I make, it's very unlikely for them to be homophobic, just because of like what kind of content I make. But like there are definitely some stupid fuckers in the comments once in a while who are not just homophobic but like racist and like everything. Yeah, but you're always gonna get that. But it hasn't been very heavy on dissing me. I think it's probably because like I'm not like saying it in every video like, oh my god, I am so gay. Like no, I like
Right.
it's an underlying tone that's not important at all because who cares, and that's just kind of there. So I if you watch the awesome people video, there are definitely some stupids in the chat, but it has not been very bad. Like there hasn't been any traumatizing experiences for me, thankfully.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next question. Hold on, let me just read it. For the viewers watching at home, this is very like last minute. I just wrote these questions up.
This is all part of this is all part of the podcast. He's actually acting right now.
Yeah. This is
This is a
little
bit.
quality control.
This is a little bit
acting.
we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a funny bit.
So you mentioned that you do like a mix of content, like live action animation, skits, and movie reviews. Do you ever find yourself like preferring one medium more than the other, or do you just like them all equally?
I feel like I like them all equally because like it keeps things
Right.
fresh for me because I feel like I never want my content to just like go to one thing. Like so many people are just like make more animations, like man, and like I don't want it to be like that because it was never like that. I always had varied content, and I was always like all this different stuff put together, So I think with varied content, it gives me space to be more creative. Like animations are great, live actions are great. Those weird like commentary videos are great as well. And like by giving myself options, I don't always have to confine myself to something. So like imagine my entire channel is animation. This is the scenario. And I can only make animation, like that's just my formula. So I have this video idea that involves like a whole like thing where like I have to have like other people acting out, and like there's like, I don't know, some very visual like gags and stuff like that, and it just does not work in animation. Well, just throw it out. Like, that's it. So I never want to be in that corner, you know? I want to have options for what path to take. Because I think that, you know, when you are confined into a corner, sometimes that can be creatively good. Like, it makes your brain work differently. But I think for me, I always want to have the options and, you know, accessibility to, like, other kinds of content. Because, personally, like, obviously I love making animations. But I also really enjoy making those because I think that the commentary videos are also a pretty good example of how mixed my content can be, because it's a mix of, you know, whatever I'm talking about, like clips or images. It's a mix of actual animation. It's a mix of like a lot of editing. It's a lot of like sound effects, a lot of stuff like that. So it's like another, like even inside the mixed videos is mixed content. So I always want to keep it like that just because I don't want to like. And I know that it's probably like, honestly, at least in my near future, I cannot see that those kinds of videos ever doing well besides animations. But like, as long as like I can still make them, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's basically it.
Oh, okay. Do you ever feel like pressure to make you've mentioned like your animations get the most views? Do you ever feel like pressure towards making animations just for the views, or?
Thankfully I'm not living off YouTube yet, at least.
Right.
So no, I don't. I mean, like people have said it. Like people have said, like, you know, you should only make animations and make like a separate channel for everything else. It's like, nah, I'm good. Because like, obviously they're always gonna get more views, and sometimes they don't. Because like I made a whole ass music video, that shit only got 10,000. So it was not an insane blowout like the other two that I posted.
Right.
But like, they're always going to get more views, and that's going to be pretty cool. And I can make a pretty goddamn penny from those, because the Joker one, that one got a shit ton. And dude, I made like like a month's rent with that. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. But like, I think that I'm always going to be producing different kinds of content, and like I do like get that people like channels that are like one thing, because that's just how YouTube is structured. But I don't think I'm ever going to conform to that, sadly. I mean, sadly for some people, for me, it's good.
Yeah, well, good on you. You know, really, I do I sort of admire that. You know, you're not like really following the trends. You're just putting out content that you want to put out.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Let's see.
We might have to wrap it up soon. We're going a bit over the time limit here.
Oh shit. Do you have to be anywhere?
No, I don't. But. I thought you. I don't know. I don't know if you have like a conformed.
I don't have.
section.
No, I don't have anything. I could have sworn this would only take like 30 minutes. How much time have we been here?
At least like 40.
40. Holy shit. Okay. Well, shit. Let's just speed run this podcast. Fuck it.
All right.
Anything percent. Where do you see the future of your channel going in the next 5 years, especially as you continue to gather like a substantial following?
Well, I hope that it you know becomes something bigger than it is now.
Right.
According to this like weird website that I looked at the other day, if I hadn't posted anything, I would have eventually hit just like 200,000 subs in like 2 years. So, with now that I'm posting again, hopefully that's gonna go up a little bit more. But I want. It's weird because I know that most people see my videos through recommendations, right? So they're always gonna find a video, and then you're always gonna go to the channel and be like, watch all this other stuff. And it's gonna be like, oh, they don't only make this. And it's like whatever you found and whatever you're interested in. If you have a very narrow mindset, you're gonna be like, nah. So it's gonna be weird, I think. But I hope that I can gain a fan base that actually appreciates every kind of content that I make. Because I'd much rather my videos all make an equal viewer base than some doing insanely amount of better with like predictive qualities to it.
Where do you see yourself in terms of content? Are
Content?
you just going to continue this trend of like sort of like an everything or?
Well, I hope that I think I'm definitely going to keep my content varied, but
Okay.
I also like I've dabbled in other kinds of content like video game videos, which I think
Right.
I'm definitely going to start making a little bit of those at least. And I want to start trying out music every once in a while, maybe,
Oh, nice.
because I've made some songs before and I think they're all right.
Okay.
And if anything, I'm going to expand the types of videos that I make.
Okay.
But I would like to like
Zarkflappysheep mixtape dropping when?
at some point,
Oh, okay.
2037. But
2030s. Oh my God.
but
You might be dead by then.
that's true. It would be like
Yeah.
102, right? That's how time works.
I think so. Yeah.
But like, I like, I definitely want to. I don't know how people view myself because that's impossible. But like, I definitely want to keep my videos staying of quality because like I've always had this
Right.
rule where I'm like, I don't put if I don't think a video is good, I like literally just don't like a video that I make. Even if I put all this time and effort into it, I just don't post it. And it's like this rule that I think has definitely benefited my channel a lot because I think that you could just go through all my videos, like and to a certain point because then they start to get old and bad because I was younger. But like you could just go through all my recent videos in like the past 2 years and just have a grand old time. I think
Right.
every single video that I posted has been great, and I think that they've all been of like my best quality. So that's my goal. I never want to post a mediocre video because I feel like my like with the standard that I've created, for me at least, it's like when I want it to be like when people see like that little notification like, oh, Zarkflappysheep posted a video, like I want them to get excited, like I want it to always be like this whole new adventure. I want my content to be of a constant quality, varying in content, like the types of content, but I always want it to be really really good.
Speaking about that, for new time viewers who have like never seen your channel before and just tuning into the podcast and all that, what video of yours would you recommend they watch first as of now?
That's a tough one because
Right.
obviously I have so many different kinds, but I think a video that I think it like perfectly captures like because I also a lot of my stuff is improv. Like I like one day I have like an idea for a video, and I don't write a script or anything. I just go and start filming stuff or animating stuff or whatever. I just go. So a lot of my
Right.
stuff is not planned. I guess it's not really improv, but it's not planned at least. And it's so like some of my best videos are spawned from that kind of like destructive quality. You know what I mean? So I think that a video that perfectly it's like a silly video. I'm doing like a voice, but like a video that perfectly captures the energy that I want to give off for my channel is probably the video called Best TikToks. And it's a joke
Right.
because it's not Best TikToks. It's because I posted that video and then right before that I posted Best Clocks. And the Best Clocks one is actually a compilation of my TikToks, and the Best TikToks one is a compilation of top 10 best clocks. So
Wow.
it was this little joke, this bit. But like I made it in one night, and like I only made it because of the other video, because I was like, oh, I'll do this joke where I make, best clocks and best TikToks. Sorry about that. And
No.
so I made it because of that. But from that, I think I spawned just a very funny, like video that you never get tired of. It's only a minute long, so you don't get tired of it. It's very funny. It's very sporadic. I think it's just great. Like I was on a roll. So I think that
Right.
if you're gonna watch one, you should definitely check out that one.
The best clocks or best TikToks? Which one?
The best TikToks one.
Right. Okay.
And it has
Right.
wait, hold on. I don't know if I changed the name back to
What are your opinions on TikTok, by the way? Vine or TikTok? Which one? Which one do you think is better?
Oof, Vine definitely. Even though
Vine.
Vine
Oh
was
my God.
even though Vine
I'm so there with you.
even though Vine wasn't perfect, definitely better than TikTok. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God, I'm so there with you. Like TikTok does have some Vine-like videos, but like Vine just had like a quality of humor that was just like
yeah, the feeling that it gave you was totally different.
yeah. TikTok's more like I don't know. It's more like preteen type of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I have even more of a following on TikTok. I have like 300,000 followers on TikTok.
300,000. What the heck?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of insane, right?
Oh my god. What are you posting on there?
Just fucking like animations once in a while, but then a lot of mostly just live action stuff.
Right.
But like, dude, I fucking hate that place. I cannot express enough the fact that I'm just like not even a little bit excited about 300,000 followers on there, because like
TikTok.
it's cool
TikTok.
and like it's cool and all that I have 300,000, but like it's like when you post on there, for one, it's not even ensured that your followers are gonna see the video that you post or even get notified. Because
it don't have a search feature. It's all based on the algorithm.
Exactly. You can't even look up videos. So it's like, it's such a disposable app. It's like, you can put so much fucking effort into a video. So much effort. And one, it might not even get any views. Like, it might just not do well because it's luck-based. And it's like, so that would suck. But even if it does do well, dude, no one is going to watch that again. Ever. In their life. No one's going to scroll down your page to watch that specific video.
They might see it again on a YouTube compilation or something.
Right, but like, who watches TikTok YouTube compilations? Like it's more like, I mean I know people do, but like that's not the point. It's more like people who like your content are probably never gonna see that video that you put all that time and effort into again. Whereas on YouTube, you can make put a lot of effort into a video, and then for your fans that becomes a classic, and they go and watch it again later. That's just not an option on TikTok. That's not something you can do. And it sucks, and that's why I have to stop myself from putting effort into TikToks, because I know that like when it stops, like even if it blows up or not, like when it stops getting views, that shit's gone forever. No one's gonna go back.
Yeah, quote me now, and this might sound like really bad, or it might be accurate, like 100% accurate. TikTok is gonna go the way of Vine. Like 5 years from now, it is not a sustainable.
It's worse. It's already worse than Vine. It's very tough.
The thing is, like, if you're a content creator and you're posting on TikTok, they have a time limit, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Do they have a time limit? Like Vine had like a 6-second time limit.
Oh, they have 1 minute time limit. Yes.
1 minute, yeah. If you're a content creator and you want to make content,
you're so confined.
Right, yeah, you're confined. If you want to branch out, you've already got a big following on TikTok. Where do you go? YouTube. So I think YouTube is just going to absorb TikTok eventually. All these creators. Who got their starts on TikTok, and we're just gonna get like another Vine invasion on YouTube, like Lele Pons or whatever.
Right. There are a lot of TikTokers that I really love who make these cool ass animations or videos or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be so happy if they came over to YouTube. But there's also other ones that I fucking hate, and I would hate it if they came to YouTube. But I know that they will at some point because they're so famous and they don't want to drop that.
And they'll bring like their huge followings with them.
Exactly, and then we'll
get like this
another YouTube apocalypse for a little bit. But
TikTok brothers or whatever. The Paul brothers came from Vine, right?
Yeah,
I believe. I'm sure we'll get like our own Jake Paul or whatever 5 years from now.
Exactly. So it's. I don't know, man. At certain points, I think right now I'm at that point where I'm just kind of like fed up with it, because. Sometimes I'm cool with it, and I'm like, this is great. This is funny stuff. I'm doing well in here, and people are watching my content. But then I started thinking about it more. Like, I just went back to some of my older videos today. Like, I scrolled down my page, and I was like, dude, this is so funny. and it was like, but it didn't have any. It was like, I don't know, like 200 views, and it was like, I was like, this is like really good, I think, and I put a lot of effort into it, and like. I don't know if you saw the soy video that I posted on YouTube. Did you see that?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't.
That's all right. Well, that one was originally made for TikTok, and there's so much fucking effort into that video. It didn't do well at all, because you just can't control it, and people don't even know when you post. So, dude, my videos are getting hundreds of views, and I have 300,000 followers, and they're getting hundreds of views. Hundreds. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell is even happening here? So it's like, I literally have to stop myself from putting effort into TikToks, because it's like a burst of serotonin, and then you're done. Like if you're viewing, like you see a funny TikTok and you like it, you're like, ha, that was great. You're never gonna see it again in your entire life. Like that's just gone forever unless you like save it. But even if you save it, you're probably never gonna watch it again. Like, and at least for maybe you will for a few times, but like then it's gonna like pile up, and the other saved one's gonna be in its place. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's just depressing to me because all this stuff is just going in and out of the drain, you know?
Right. And honestly, it's I think TikTok just like accentuates like a modern day problem that a lot of people have of like just like monkey brain, where like they'll just let like fucking like the algorithm just control everything about them. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's awful.
YouTube recommendations, Twitter, and TikTok. It takes it to like the final peak where you're unable to just do absolutely anything.
Yeah, it's very like, dude,
Yeah.
my videos just randomly get taken down for like their main thing is minor safety, whatever the fuck that means. They never explain it, but like they just take down anything, and they just put that slap that on it, and then and then it's
Right.
gone forever. Like, dude, one time like I was commenting on the social outlook of LGBTQ people on TikTok
Right.
and criticizing it, and it got taken down because I was talking about gay people, and I was like, what the fuck, like.
Huh.
It's so like stupid and messed up, and like TikTok is constantly also muting gay voices, which and they're
I
also
believe it.
like the actual app itself is very problematic, like just everything behind it. But like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I left like I feel like I can't leave. It's this weird thing where it's like you can't bring yourself to just leave because
It's got
such a
it's got a hold of your monkey brain, bro.
right.
It's got a
Like because every once in a while I do find like videos that I really like on there,
yeah.
but then I never watch them again, and it's like, dude, like that shit was so good, and there was so much effort put into this, but I'm never gonna see it again. Like it's so depressing to me because on YouTube I like with my liked videos playlist. You know how you get a little playlist of all your liked videos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't like go sporadically liking every single video that I enjoy. I like videos that I want to watch again. You know what I mean? So I like it's a very confined, like it's a very like precise playlist of all these videos that I like want to watch again in the future, and it's excessively long at this point. But at least I have it. Like at least I can go back, and even if I don't, I can still go back and like watch videos. You can't look up videos on TikTok. Like you just
Yeah, you can only look up creators or something, right?
you can look up creators and hashtags. Like that's it. And it's so like messed up because there's so much amazing stuff on there that I would love to see again, but I just like literally have no idea how I could even find it.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I honestly, I think TikTok prefers it that way because it just accentuates like monkey brain because it keeps on like just peddling you more and more content through the algorithm, and you just stay there longer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very not a good place.
it
But
is. It is.
I can't. Yeah, again, I can't bring